Hey everybody, this is Ed from the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, here with another Whiskey Short, and joining me as always is Scott.
Hey everybody.
And he's going to tell you what distillery we're going to be looking at today.
That's right. Last month, my mom went to visit St. Augustine, Florida, and while she was there, she visited a local distillery that is apparently pretty popular down there. And because she's the best mom in the world, she brought back her favorite son, me, a bottle of their bourbon. So in honor of Mother's Day, which at the time of this recording was just last weekend, this is the St. Augustine Distillery's Florida Straight Bourbon QuickTaste. Whiskey Short. So I have a quick story about the distillery. It's only 4 paragraphs. And then Ed will tell you about the bourbon we're going to try.
Yeah, and I just want to mention, this is like the first local Florida whiskey since way back when we did the Red Drum.
That's right.
The Red Drum bourbon sent to us by a very loyal fan.
Yes, by a listener. Stephen from Tampa Bay.
I like fan better than listener, but okay.
Oh, all right.
I feel like it's good to have fans.
We do. It's sort of warm in here. Maybe we should have a fan.
I should have a fan. Practically near combusting at all times. I take the spontaneous out of spontaneous combustion. It's like a long, slow burn for me.
A long, slow...
It's just a slow burn.
Flame.
My whole life. Well, you're a long flame. Speak for yourself, fella.
Is this burning an eternal flame?
All right, that needs longer crickets for that. That was terrible. Go ahead.
I'm not in full voice. I haven't practiced.
It's a song itself that bothers me.
Oh, I see. But I said it eternal flame.
Oh, eternal. Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I ruined the joke then because I didn't hear it right.
That's right.
Eternal flame is hysterical.
Right. Thank you.
Now, back to the show.
That's right. So St. Augustine Distillery, quick story. This is from an October 2024 article posted at distilling.com by Carrie Honaker. On Riberia Street in Lincolnville, the first freed African-American neighborhood in St. Augustine, Florida, which is itself the oldest city in the United States, there is an historic ice plant built in 1907 that had been languishing for years when a man named Philip McDaniel passed by and was struck with a dream of restoring its glory. However, he wasn't sure exactly what he'd restore the building into. But after a chance meeting with another dreamer, Mike Diaz, who wanted to buy the building and install a distillery, the pair set out on a path that would ultimately change not only their lives, but also the business of distilling in the state of Florida forever. In 2011, Philip and Mike attended the American Distilling Institute's conference in Portland, Oregon, where they met the founding father of craft distilling, the late Dave Pickerel.
Oh my God. Guy gets everywhere.
Yeah, who was well known for helping small distilleries and brands up their whiskey game, including Vermont's Whistle Pig and Metallica's Blackened, among many, many others. Pickerel was impressed with their vision and agreed to help their dreams come true. But that didn't happen overnight, as the duo faced a host of challenges, including 1, securing and restoring the historic building, which took 18 months to develop a legal and engineering plan. 2, becoming part of the Lincolnville neighborhood by promising to retain the character and authenticity of the building. 3, operating a working distillery by shadowing Pickerel and taking his advice. 4, operating a distillery in Florida by making the legal case for how changing distilling laws would benefit tourism, agriculture, and other industries. And finally, 5, creating a product that would find a sweet spot with spirits drinkers. But despite those hurdles, it wasn't long before recognition poured in. In 2014, they received the first of several awards for their restoration and preservation efforts, and soon after they began receiving several awards for their spirits, culminating in the 2024 Distillery of the Year Award from the American Distilling Institute, where their whole journey began.
Wow.
Today, their distillery is one of the most visited in the United States, clocking in at 175,000 visitors annually, where they produce a wide range of vodkas, rums, and gins, and of course, straight finished and limited release bourbons, and where guests can create their own custom bottles, taste the brand's portfolio, take cocktail classes, engage in food pairing seminars, and even complete a course to become a certified bourbon steward.
Yep.
And now Ed has a description of the whiskey that my mom brought back for us to have.
Right. Well, it's the smaller bottle that we got, right?
Yeah, she got me the 375. I think because she wasn't sure if I'd like it or not.
Florida straight bourbon on the label. It's interesting. Florida straight bourbon. You know, we're always used to seeing Kentucky straight bourbon. But leave it to Florida to have an ego about it, you know.
Every state, I think, now has an ego, especially New York. They call theirs Empire whiskey.
Whatever.
There's a picture of the restored building on the back of the bottle. So that's kind of interesting. So unlike many craft distilleries, St. Augustine makes every drop of bourbon they sell. They do not purchase, rebarrel, or bottle any other company's whiskey. What you get is their handmade Florida interpretation of America's spirit made from Florida-sourced ingredients. They grind, mash, and ferment the grains on site and distill the spirit in their own pot still. Once the distillate is collected, it makes its way to 53 new charred oak barrels that have been toasted and charred to custom specifications. After aging, small batches of 16 to 40 barrels are selected and blended together. They don't filter their bourbon there. In fact, they do as little filtration as possible, which helps retain the mouthfeel of traditional pot distillation and heightens the enjoyment of the drinking experience.
The stats are 88 proof. The age is at least 3 years. It's 60% corn, 18% wheat, 22% malted barley. The MSRP for the big bottle is $50.
I didn't realize this is a wheater. More like a barley.
A barleyer.
That's a lot of malted barley. So that's interesting. This is the mash bill. I think it's safe to say, Scott, with the hundreds of whiskeys that we've tried, that this is not a mash bill that we've had maybe ever before.
It's pretty unique to have the flavor component, as they say, the wheat, be less than the malted barley.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
And we have their tasting notes.
It's funny because it has a little bit of a single malt nose to it.
Oh, yeah.
The malted barley is very prevalent on the nose to me. So what does that translate into?
Yeah, it really does. And it does smell a little youthful, the vinily kind of quality.
A little.
But I think a bit of that is what you're saying, the malted barley.
And there's definitely some sweetness on it in the beginning, but I'm digging past that. I'm getting like, and this sounds bad, but I don't mean it in a bad way, like a little tar.
Oh.
Almost like a little varnish type of a thing. You know what I mean? Like a powerful industrial smell on it.
Okay.
And it's definitely coming from the malted barley.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit like tropical fruit kind of things.
Up front, I'm getting a lot of sweet fruit, like a peach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a peach on this.
Apricots.
Yep.
Nectarines in that area. A little black pepper, cracked.
Yeah. Let me taste it.
Okay.
That's strange. Feels way hotter than 88.
It does feel way hotter than 88.
I mean, it feels like 98 or 104. I mean, it really,
My goodness.
But I think that's the youthful. It's a little bit raw. It is a little bit raw. It's got tremendous legs on the glass. I will say that. There's so much herbaceousness on the secondary palate and finish.
It's very herbaceous.
Leather, tobacco.
The leathers. Yeah, it's like licking the rawhide back of the leather.
Almost where that smell I had earlier is
Yeah.
now transformed into a leather.
Yes.
My God, my chest is burning from these two sips. It's crazy for an 88 to be burning my chest.
It is really strong. I was not expecting this.
I was ready to just take this to the head like a champ.
I know. I mean, this packs a lot of flavor in 88 proof.
Yeah.
Is every flavor a good one? I don't know. I would say most of it is good, but it's also very drying. And it coats it with like an alcohol numbness. I've never had an 88 bourbon that's numbed my mouth like this one.
Now I'm getting menthol and mint.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I think people would like this a lot. I do not like this a lot. This is not in my wheelhouse. There's not enough sweet notes on it. It doesn't have the peppery rye I like. I don't know. It's just
medicinal.
It's not a good mix for me. I can see why Scott would like this more because he's a little bit more herbaceous noted than I am. But yeah, I just think this tastes like a youthful whiskey with a strange mash bill that isn't working for me. It's not like it's a pour out or anything.
No.
I want to be clear on that. It's not a pour out.
Yeah.
If someone poured me this in Florida, I would drink it. But we're here to give our opinion. And this is not something that I would ask for a second dram of if there's other stuff in the house.
Right. I agree with you. This isn't great. I don't love it. There are things that I do like about it.
Yeah. Yes, I see what they're trying to do.
Yeah. I'm wondering maybe there's too much malted barley and it's not playing with the wheat correctly.
I think so. I would have gone 28 wheat, and I think that might have made a difference. Or
more corn, I guess.
But in a world of 3,000 whiskeys, if you're going to stand out, they made something that is unique.
As I taste it more and maybe getting used to the flavor of it, more of the sweetness is coming out for me. But let's drop some water into it and see if maybe...
Yeah, you could do that because I finished mine and I won't be pouring more.
You don't want to pour more? Okay. Well, you're going to have some of mine then. If I like it. How about that?
All right, sure. If you think it's a big a difference, I'll take a sip.
A few moments later.
I mean, I don't know, again, if I'm just getting used to the flavor of it, but I think the water did help.
See, I didn't think I would have to put water in 88.
No. I didn't even have the water out. I had to go to the refrigerator to get it. A little better?
It's better.
Yeah.
It's sweeter.
Yeah.
It unleashed some more of a vanilla and like a sugar cookie in the front now and tapered down some of that vinyl taste I was getting.
Yeah, definitely.
But
it kind of mutes the bad parts and accentuates the good parts.
Right.
So let's see what their tasting notes are, what they think.
I cannot wait.
On the nose, deep and warm with notes of toffee, cinnamon, marshmallow, leather, stone fruit, vanilla, and dark cocoa. Dark cocoa. Interesting. On the palate, full body, deep and complex with hints of tobacco, caramel, Brazil nut, chocolate, and baking spices. And on the finish, sweet, round, and lingering with a smooth and creamy mouthfeel. I don't think the finish is that. We did get some notes on the nose and the palate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, stone fruits we got.
Yep.
We got leather.
Vanilla. I can kind of see the dark cocoa, how astringent and bitter that can be.
Yeah, like 85%. The bar that you eat to be healthy and then regret you bought it.
Exactly.
Oh, I'll just get the 85 because it's super healthy. And then you take one little square of it. You're like, oh, this tastes like ass. I should have got the special dark with the almonds from Hershey.
So they do have other whiskeys. We'll just go quickly right through these. And most of them are finished. They have a toasted finish bourbon that's 94 proof, aged 4 years. That's $80.
That must taste like 110.
They have a port finish that's 102 proof. That's 3 years, 6 months aged. That's $80. An Armagnac finished bourbon that's 114.95, aged 4 years, 6 months. That's $150.
Right.
And the Saint, which is an old-fashioned finish bourbon, it's 114.4, 3 years, 6 months. That's $200.
Several of them sound amazing.
Yeah.
And I see why your mom didn't bring any of them up because of the price.
Because of the prices, yeah. They also have a pair of sherry, cognac, curacao, and double cask. And they have Distiller Select single barrels, a slew of gins and rums, some of which are also finished, and a vodka made from sugar cane.
Okay. My ear itched.
Oh, your ear itched.
I wasn't quitting.
He took his headphones off and he's just like sitting there. He's like, okay. I'm like, you have to talk. It's a podcast.
No, I mean, if I went to St. Augustine, I'd stop by.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool place.
Yeah.
A lot of history.
Yeah, I just don't like this particular expression of theirs.
Right, so this is their base expression.
Yeah.
Maybe finishing it helps, like, when we put the water in.
I mean, when you think about it, most distilleries' base expressions I don't like. I don't like Forrester's base expression.
Yeah.
I don't like
Jim Beam's.
Right, Jim Beam's white label I won't drink. I don't like Four Roses base one. I just don't.
Henry McKenna.
Yeah, that regular Henry McKenna. I don't like the regular Wild Turkey, but I like a lot of their uptick expressions. So, yeah, this is fine, but it does speak a little bit about their philosophy using the wheat, using the large amounts of malted barley. So I feel like we did get a little dance with their philosophy.
Yeah.
And now it's just a matter of finding one that would work better for me. I don't think this is they just threw shit together and saw it. This is a formula that they wanted to go with. So
Yeah, so thanks, Mom. We didn't love it, but
yeah, thanks, Scott's mom.
I love you.
Yeah, because you know what I say, Scott's mom has got it going on.
All right, that's all the time we have. Ed, take us out.
So listen, if you're ever in St. Augustine, Florida, and you want to try some different whiskeys with a different approach,
Yo.
swing on by, and you'll be one of the 175,000 people who come every year.
That is impressive.
And so for Whiskey Tangent Podcast, I'm Ed.
I'm Scott.
Cheers, everybody.
Later.